Step 4. Use the 3 keystone study strategies. Using the 3 science-backed study strategies will help you to improve your learning and test performance. These strategies are from a book called Make It Stick, written by well-known researchers in learning and memory. Highlighting and rereading tend to be the most popular test preparation study method because they're easy to use, but they're not effective in producing long-lasting and deep learning. Instead of using these shallow study strategies, using the 3 keystone study strategies, which are more challenging and thorough, will deepen your learning, prevent yourself from blanking out during tests, and reduce your test anxiety. The first study strategy is practice retrieving information from your memory without looking at the text on a regular basis. This may feel difficult, but when you struggle to remember the information, you end up strengthening your memory. Relearning after failing to remember the information will lead to deeper and long-lasting learning. This is far more potent than rereading, which gives you an illusion of knowing and a false expectation that you will remember the information later on. As you read your notes or textbooks, pause regularly and ask, what are the key ideas? What new terms or ideas am I learning? How could I define the terms? How could I connect the ideas to what I already know? Instead of cramming, schedule weekly study sessions and practice answering these questions as you go through the material and check for accuracy. For extra practice, you could answer questions from your textbooks and study guides. The second study strategy is spacing out your study sessions. With a mass practice session, you end up studying the same content in one long study session. This will give you a false sense of mastery. You will likely forget the information you learn quickly. Although it may feel more difficult, applying a spaced out self-testing schedule will improve your memory. This could be best demonstrated by Ebbinghaus' research on the forgetting curve, which shows the amount of knowledge lost over time. According to the forgetting curve, we tend to forget information quickly. In fact, his research showed that approximately 70% of information was lost from memory after 24 hours of initial learning. By distributing your practice over time, you can overcome the forgetting curve and retain the information you learned. After you first learn the information, practice recalling a day later and a week later. Then, build in study time to retrieve the information you learned at least once a month to boost your memory. Also, a little forgetting between self-testing sessions will lead to putting more effort in reconstructing the information from your long-term memory. This will make the information more memorable, strengthen connections to prior knowledge, and improve your ability to recall later. The third strategy is to mix up the content you are studying during each study session. Studying the same content repeatedly in a single session is much easier than switching up topics, but this is not as effective. Once you understand a particular concept or know how to solve a problem type, but just prior to mastering the topic, try to mix up your practice. By switching between different topics, problem types, and skills, you end up challenging yourself, and this will improve your test performance. This is especially important since questions requiring you to apply various solutions and concepts are scattered throughout the test. As you switch between topics and reset your mind, you will improve your ability to recognize a problem type so that you are able to apply the appropriate solution and provide the correct answer. Knowing which solution or concept you need to apply to solve the problem is an essential skill in test writing.